I don't know if you can hear me.
An abandoned space station.
I think there's something here.
Murderous paranoid androids.
Isn't the answer.
And the prospect of a close encounter which won't end well. Alien Isolation remixes the ingredients from the 1979 movie to create a first-person survival horror video game. Set 15 years after the events of the sci-fi classic Chiller, the player adopts the role of Amanda Ripley, the daughter of the movie's original heroine. And in a nod to the big screen incarnation of cinema's unfriendliest E.T., 2 bonus missions, which these exclusive shots reveal, reimagine key points from the film.
Whatever it was big and...
You sure took him into the air shaft?
Disappeared into one of the cooling ducts.
And the movie's cast have returned to lend their vocal talents to the game.
Should never have landed on this damn bomb. Me and Parker, we told him that. Brett, over and out.
Which is why I've come to New York to meet the actress who played the only surviving crew member of the commercial shipping vessel, the Nostromo. Sigourney Weaver returns to the role that made her famous, this time playing a virtual version of herself in 1979.
Why return to the role of Ellen Ripley?
The movie, you know, is still sort of means something to people. You know, I still meet people who are, you know, young people who are still discovering it for the first time. And I thought, you know, it's such a specific, cool, claustrophobic world that the idea of giving everybody the opportunity to come into that world and make some of those decisions and have that adventure. Personally, I get it. I dig it, and I think it's very immersive and really scary, and also, in its odd way, very beautiful. As soon as I opened my mouth, it was Ripley's voice, and I really didn't. It was like she'd been sitting next to me for these 35 years, and I guess if you played a part that many times, that they sort of become part of your DNA. So there she was, you know, and we had quite an interesting day.
Alien is one of cinema's great horror movies. Do you think this video game can compete in terms of scaring the player?
You know, in an odd way, I think they take the scare in a really new, visceral direction. I noticed when we did Avatar that people really hated leaving that world. I feel with this that after probably so many of the fans watching this movie so many times, that the opportunity to actually trade places with one of the characters and be in that world that has sort of haunted you for so long will be very satisfying. And I think I've only, you know, dabbled in video games, but I actually think they're a very interesting, creative new world. People who make games are discovering that there's a much bigger audience for games that's much more interested in content and in story and in subtlety of character and things like that than just shoot 'em up. And I know my husband just directed a video game that's based and inspired by a play. So I think there's a whole huge world that video games are heading into that I think will be fantastic for the audience. They'll be the stars of their own picture.
And gamers will be able to find out if they have the stomach to star in their own version of this deep space scare 'em up when the title's released in October.